just the way the offense came out. You guys took that pretty early. Just talk about that.
Yeah, we played well. We were efficient on offense. I don't think we had a punt, if I'm not mistaken, until the third, maybe later. But Steven did an unbelievable job. For the lack of practice that he had, and thought he was efficient. I thought we ran the ball really well. I thought we called a good game early on, and then I thought the defense settled down after that first 15, which I was concerned about coming off the bye week. They did what they thought they did what we thought they would do, but they executed better than we did, and that's why they scored there. So again, good tough game on the road. I'm proud of our guys, and now it's time to go back and get ready for the ACC.
What did you see early on that allowed you to go the game so much?
Well, the ball wasn't hitting the ground. We were protecting really well. Steven was making good decisions. Even on the one chunk he wanted, then he came down to his back when they were on top of it. So again, when your quarterback makes those kind of decisions, it's easier to call pass plays for sure. And Mo, I think, picked up 15 on that play. So again, we protected him well. He started to get hit a little bit there after the last touchdown, and it was time to get him out and move on to Ryan.
How is Steven feeling? And what
Good.
Did you see on the
He kept saying that he was good, but we had enough lead. I thought that we can move on, and I got to be honest with you. You guys see what I see with Ryan. I mean, it's a lot different than last year. He's in a groove right now. He's playing with a lot of confidence. The team has a lot of confidence in him. So when he comes in, it's good and efficient. He did a nice job.
Stacey Coley, more trust after this game?
Yeah, he's coming along, guys. He's making a lot of progress. He's more confident and more comfortable, and he's relaxing. He's a competitor. He comes every day, works hard, and I'm happy he's having success now.
It seemed like you got a lot done with blitzes, going after the young quarterback.
Yeah, again, it was a situation where we saw a couple things that we wanted to go after, and part of the pressure was the realization that they really want to be a running team. They want to run the ball, so you can get some TFLs there, and obviously you can end up in an 8-man front in a lot of those pressures. So it worked out well. Again, hats off to them. They came out sharp, ready to go, and stuck that early drive in on us. But again, I think we were ready to go. We invested in this week, and now we got to go get healed up and get ready for next week.
Can you just talk about that Sheon play and the Jimmy Gaines recovery?
Which one?
Forced fumble touchdown.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're starting to get more active around the football. We got more guys around the football. I know the one that the whole team is going to go crazy on is the last one that we couldn't scoop and score. We couldn't pick it up. But again, we're seeing the ball better. And again, I'm not talking derogatory about any one person, but last year a lot of those were just sacks and hit him in the back, And now guys are sacking and knocking the ball out, and guys are going to scoop it up, and guys are in position to be there to recover it, which is a big, contrast from a year ago.
For Sheon, it was his first career sack. How good do you
Is that
feel
right?
for him?
Yeah, man, I'm happy for him, man. He's a warrior. He is so unselfish. I mean, so much of what we're doing against the run right now is the fact that he's unselfish and he gets the ball, spilled when he has to, and does all the little things he has to, even though sometimes he's a little bit undersized against some of the tackles, but he does a great job.
Coach doesn't fumble the ball very often, twice.
No, terrible. In the situation, not good. He knows it. I can sit here and act like a tough guy coach and say he knows it. That's it. End of story. That's unacceptable. You don't reach the ball over the goal line. You don't do that unless it's the last play of a half or the last play of a game. You don't do that. And so that's Cardinal sin number one there. He knows that. We trained the heck out of it. So again, he freelanced a little bit on that one, and we got to get him calmed down. The second one was bad from the get-go. The receiver that was in motion on the fake motion, basically ran into Ryan. Okay, and then the mesh was bad. I don't even know if he got it or if it was on his hip. So you guys probably have more angles than me, but we got to cover it up when it's not where it needs to be.
Talk about Williams coming in there for Morris.
He's Ryan. Again, we feel very good about Ryan. And when I tell you that I was like many of you watching pregame to see what kind of shape Steven was going to be in, I went to bed last night thinking it was going to be Ryan, to be quite honest with you. So that's how much confidence we have in him. If he plays, hey, we're good. And if Steven gets dinged somewhere along the way, Ryan comes in, we're good, and we'll just move on.
Did you say anything to Duke after that play on the sidelines?
Yes.
Now, 2 years ago, Coach, 2 years ago, this is the 6th